Okay, time for me to go. I will see you folks in about an hour. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like crying right now, so if my makeup is messed up, that's why. I don't know why. There's nothing really for me to be that sad about. I don't know. Okay, I've arrived. I'm still honestly feeling a little bit melancholy, but I did see sheep on the way here, and I was listening to 2000s, 90s R&B the whole way, so that was really fun. I've always really loved small towns. I love the vibe that they have. I love the sense of community that I think they bring, and obviously I don't completely understand what that's like because I didn't grow up in one, but I think that the melancholic feeling is because normally when I come to places like this, I'm with my family, so there's kind of a little bit of a sense of like, where is everybody for me, I think, but it's okay because we're gonna have a good time anyway. Is this cute or do I look insane? I think it's really cute. It's $30. That's fine. We'll see. I think this is so cute, but I think it's too small. It's just a little tight in the upper body area. Come on, that is so cute. Okay, so I'm back in the car. The boots that I'm wearing hurt my feet so bad that I was wincing walking back like 500 feet to my car. But it's okay because they're so cute and I just love them so much. Another strange happening. I walked into the restaurant that I was gonna have lunch at, and this gentleman walked in behind me and just was, making small talk like some people like to do. And I was talking to him and he was saying, oh, I was in the Navy, I was on a ship with the guy who I'm having lunch with, and I said thank you for your service, and he asked me what I do, and I said I was just here visiting and all that kind of stuff, and we had like a cute little conversation. And I sat down, I said nice meeting you, all that kind of stuff, and I got up to pay for my bill, and the waitress wrote me a note inside the check that said, the gentleman over there took care of your order, please let me know if you're uncomfortable or something. So he paid for my lunch, and I was like, no, I'm not uncomfortable, thank you, though. I think he's just trying to be nice. And I went over there, and I said, oh, thank you for lunch, all that kind of stuff. And he was like, yeah, you just were so friendly and just a complete stranger and were so kind, and people don't do that anymore, I guess. Or, like, he said you could have just written me off or said F this guy or whatever, but you didn't. And I said, oh, like, no worries, whatever. I said, thank you for lunch, appreciate it, nice meeting y'all, and then I left, and it was fine. So, I don't know, on one hand, I think that's really sad that I just had a probably less than a minute-long conversation with him, and it stuck out to him so much that he thought to pay for my meal. Another thought is that he was being weird because I'm a young girl, and I have heels on, and I'm dressed nice. I don't really know. But either way, I got some free wings, so I'm okay with it, honestly. Also, I almost bought a really ugly, it was gorgeous. A really gorgeous old 70s hunting rug. It was like a rug and it had deer all over it, and it had these really vibrant colors, blues and greens. And I thought it'd be really cute, and then I remembered that it does not go with anything I own. I'm really excited to settle down and buy a house somewhere that I feel like I really want to live for a while and then decorate it and buy stuff, because there were so many little things in there that I wanted to have, but I was just kind of like, I was thinking that I'm going to be moving so many times probably in the next couple years that it's just not worth it for me to have a ton of furniture that I really care about, especially being in college. it's about to be rush hour and I kind of want to get on the road because I think I'm going bowling tonight. I think I'm going bowling tonight with two of my very good friends. Another thing about me that I think I should share is I genuinely, there's no place I would rather be than at a gas station in the middle of nowhere. It makes me so happy. I don't know what it is. I just, like, it's so fun. Like, come on. Look at that. See the sights? Also, I did get that hat, and I'm obsessed with it. So, very worth what I spent. I don't think my gas is even going in, so I gotta figure that out. Okay, I'm gonna get on the road and go home now, but thanks for coming along with me. That was so fun. That was like the first time I've ever really gone anywhere, even just on a day trip by myself, and it was great. So I'm excited to do it again in the future. And I think that this is a good step in me being more comfortable being alone. So, have a good day.